Okay, let's unpack this dive into the world of high-pressure live video production.
Hmm.
We're zeroing in on a very specific piece of kit today, the Datavideo RMC-260 remote controller.
Right. The one made for the SE-1200MU switcher.
Exactly. And our mission here, it's not just to, list off a bunch of features.
But more than that.
It's really to understand how a dedicated piece of hardware, a physical controller, streamlines something so complex.
It's that tactile alternative to just using PC software.
Yeah, when every millisecond counts, does ditching the mouse for a big panel of buttons actually give you that critical edge?
Oh, it absolutely does. I mean, the design just screams that. The RMC-260 is purpose-built
For one job.
for one job. It talks to the SE-1200MU over a simple, very cost-effective RS-232 interface.
That's an old school connection.
It is, and that's the point. It's
Yeah.
running at a baud rate of 19,200 ODD, and what that prioritizes is a stable, dedicated link. It's not sharing a network. There's no IP latency. It's designed to just never fail.
Yeah. That reliability is huge. But let's talk about the human side of it. A laptop is flexible. Why give up, 17 inches of desk space for something with fixed buttons?
Because of muscle memory.
Yeah.
Immediate action.
Right.
In a crisis, you just can't be hunting for a minimized window or clicking through tabs. The RMC-260 gives you that universal language of video switching right there on the desk.
And the core function is just immediate.
Totally immediate. You pick your shot on the preview bus, the PVW, and you hit that big satisfying take button, and boom, it's live on the program feed.
And what happens when things go sideways? You need that professional safety net. The transition controls have to be just as fast.
They have to be. You've got your cross-dissolve button for a nice, seamless transition. But the real insight here is the dedicated FTB button.
Fade to black.
Fade to black. And this isn't just an effect.
Yeah.
It's the universal emergency brake for live content.
I see. So if something goes wrong on a feed,
You hit that one button, and you're instantly safe on a black screen. It protects the broadcast.
Yeah.
Having that as a single press is a lifeline.
okay, this is where it gets really specialized for me. Managing graphics, layers, all that. It's got 2 dedicated keyers.
Yep.
Doesn't having physical knobs for that kind of limit your creative options compared to, say, a more flexible software interface?
You'd think so. But in a high-speed environment, speed always wins. The knobs and function keys mean you can assign sources to keyer 1 and 2 and pop them on screen without ever looking away from your monitors.
So it's about focus.
It's all about focus. And that carries over to memory functions, like with the cross-point assignment or XPT.
So you can save your setups.
Exactly. You can save really complex setups to use your memory keys and just load them instantly. You can jump between different show formats, complex graphic setups. It just kills that lag time you'd get with a mouse.
So that simplicity is what creates the reliability. Let's talk about the unit itself. It's what, 2.8 pounds?
Yeah, about that.
It's light enough for a fly pack, a traveling kit, but it can't be sliding all over the desk when you're hitting buttons.
Absolutely. And that's a small but critical engineering detail. It has enough weight to stay put.
And the other specs, they seem to back up that professional portable idea.
They do. It only pulls 5 watts of power from a simple 12-volt adapter. That's huge for remote jobs or just keeping a control room cool.
And it's TAA compliant, CE, FCC certified.
All the professional checkboxes. It's designed to slot right into existing broadcast systems without any issues. Even firmware updates are kept simple, just through a USB port.
It's a professional tool, and it has a professional price. The RMC-260 by itself is around $700.
Right, $699. But you mostly see it in the SEBI 1200 bundle with the switcher itself.
Which is closer to $2,500.
Around $2,469, yeah. Which tells you it's really meant to be a permanent integrated part of that system.
I think the RMC-260 just perfectly shows how specialized hardware can take these incredibly complex digital tasks and boil them down to simple, dedicated button presses.
It really does.
Yeah.
And that raises a really important question for anyone in this field, which is, when does that speed, that tactile feedback of a real button, actually outweigh the flexibility and maybe the lower cost of just using software?
Right. Especially in a high-stakes workflow.
Exactly.
And you should think about that trade-off. How often does a specialized physical control give you a psychological advantage, not just a practical one? When you're under the gun, live on air, what do you want? A mouse click or a definitive, satisfying button press? Go explore how that kind of specialization defines real efficiency.